Today, going to get down on our mats and do some yoga and Pilates. Always influenced, of course, by dance background that I have, but we're going to have some lovely music and a beautiful class where you get down on the mat and stay there. Let's go. Bring your feet in front of you and your hands behind you. Let's start by loosening up the hip sockets, moving the knees a little bit side to side. We call this move a windshield wiper, and it is not huge to start off with. We're just doing a little bit of knees side to side, loosening up in the hips. Let's get to our hands and knees and move on to cat and cow. Exhale to cat and inhale to cow. We are mobilizing our spine, getting the abdominal muscles to fire and the erector spinae muscles. Let's keep going and do 4 or 5 more cat and cow moves, loosening up the back. One breath and one movement. So you exhale and inhale, take your time. Exhale to cat and inhale to cow. We're going to sit any way that you feel comfortable. Let's start circling the wrists. One direction. And then reverse your wrist circles the other way. Like being on your knees, you could stand up for the next part. We're going to come up onto our knees, connecting with the muscles in our buttocks, giving them a little bit of a squeeze, and then sit back down onto the heels. Let's come up and sit. So if you're standing and you'd like to do something similar to this, you could go for chair pose or a squat, or sit to stand if you're using a chair. So here we go. Keep going with this. We're opening up the knees, loosening them up, waking up the buttocks, waking up the thigh muscles. And we're moving the arms, getting the shoulders to start waking up as well. So here we go for 4 more of these. This morning we're going to do yoga and Pilates. I love to do a big warm-up. You guys know that. I'm always creaky and stiff in the morning, so I need a big warm-up. Next, stretching out the side body. If you wanted to be standing, that would be fine. I'm just going to reach down to my side and change to the other side. So this is a move we call the little teapot, because we look like the little teapot when we do it. And think about moving here in the waistline area. You are activating oblique abdominal muscles and starting to open up the rib cage a little bit. If you want to make this a little more intense, give the arm a reach overhead. This can also be done sitting in a chair, so if you prefer sitting in a chair, go ahead. Let's just do 4 more. Side stretches, starting to wake up. There we go, starting to wake up the side bodies. All right, let's come on down onto our backs next. And we're going to open up the hip flexors a little bit, and at the same time we will contract the buttocks and wake up the buttocks. But before we start that, let's just do a few more windshield wipers with the knees. These are small, and they're just loosening up your lower back. That's the whole reason to do them. Moving the knees side to side. Next, we're going to pull in the tummy, exhale, pelvic tilt, tucking the coccyx bone under the tailbone. Press the middle back into the floor. Good. And now start peeling the hips up. Take a breath in, and then let's exhale down. Take a breath in, pelvic tilt, and exhale, lift. Take a breath in, exhale down. Take a breath in, exhale, lift. Breath in, and exhale, lowering. Let's do 4 more half bridge positions. I'm going to be quiet and let you enjoy the music. Now slowly roll onto your side. Use your arms to help you sit up. And I'm coming back onto my knees, but if you prefer sitting, go ahead and sit. We're going to take our arms up to a cactus position. Bring the elbows in together. Good. Now lift a little bit higher and open. Take your elbows back and your arms down. So we're thinking about shoulder mobilization now. Elbows together, lift up, open up to cactus, and elbows down. Lifting up, elbows together, opening, elbows out. Very nice, and down. Let's inhale up. bring it down and do 4 more, and I'll be quiet and let you enjoy the music. Hands and knees, a tabletop position. We're going to ease back to child's pose and then come forward to the half plank. Then lower ourselves to the floor and do a little baby cobra. So let's stretch back towards child's pose. And on the way to your half plank, come through your cat. Okay, now you're in your half plank. Engage your core muscles, dig your fingertips in a little bit, drop the elbows towards your waist as you bring your hips down. And here, just lift your head and shoulders. And come back down. We'll do a ladies push-up and roll back towards child's pose. We're going to go through this a few times. So you're up to your cat, forward to the half plank, pause, activate your core. Let's bring the hips down into the floor. Ease the tummy down. Here we'll lift head and shoulders and come back down. Ladies push up. And now let's go back to child's pose. Come up through cat. Pause in your half plank. Lower slowly, hips come down first. Okay, lifting head and shoulders. Coming down. Ladies push up. Child's pose. Let's do that one more time. Cat. Half plank. Pause. Lower slowly. Let the hips come down first. Head and shoulders lift. Ladies push up. And child's pose. And we'll rest just for a little bit. Come to hands and knees, tabletop position, and work on bird dogs, which are beautiful for really activating your whole back body. So we'll take an opposite arm and leg, stretch it out, pause, and then we'll bring it down. We're going to go from one side to the other, alternating, just doing an activation. Lift, hold, pause, and bring it down. Changing sides. Lift, hold, hold, and bring it down. Changing sides. Lift, hold, hold, and bring it down. We're going to keep going like this, and I'm going to stop talking and let you enjoy the music. Let's do 2 more. And take a little rest back in child's pose. Knees a little bit wide, stretch the hands up the mat, relax, let your forehead come down to the floor. If it's too tough to get your forehead down on the floor, stack your hands and rest here. Coming back down onto our backs. I have you flip-flop flying like pancakes this morning. So here we are on our backs. We're going to activate core muscles by taking one leg, stretching it down. The opposite arm can reach up, and put one hand behind your head. We're going to lift and lower the arm and leg. I want you to pull the tummy in, and an option would be to lift the head as well if you want. We're only lifting an inch or 2, so let's keep it small. Exhale, lift, and inhale, lower. Exhale, pull in the tummy. Exhale, pelvic tilt. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift, pelvic tilt. And inhale, lower. This time, let's lift and hold. Exhale, pelvic tilt, lift and hold. 1, 2, 4, and rest. Changing sides. So opposite arm and leg, and one hand behind your head for support. You can either leave your head down or lift, depending how you feel today. Here we go. Exhale. Exhale, pelvic tilt and lift. And inhale, lower. Just going for an inch or two, not too much. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. We're going to hold the next one for 4 beats. Exhale, lift and hold. Pull in the tummy. Hold it for 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right, let's bend the knees. We're going to go through the half bridge. Lift the arms overhead. Bring them down beside us like angel wings. And then we'll slowly lower the buttocks, and then the legs will stretch up towards the ceiling and lower on a diagonal. So here we go, pulling the tummy, pelvic tilt. The hips are floating up to half bridge, and we're holding this. Now the arms will reach up, overhead. Let's bring them down like we're making a snow angel. And place the hands on the floor, palms down. Lowering the hips slowly. We'll bring the knees up and stretch the heels up towards the ceiling. Flex the feet. Feel the big stretch in your hamstrings as you do this. And now we're going to take the legs on a diagonal. When you start to feel like you're losing control and your back is lifting up off the floor underneath you, that's time to put your feet down. So we really want to control the abdomen and keep the tummy pulled in. Let's try it again. Pull in the tummy, pelvic tilt, and float the hips up. Now take a minute to really engage your buttock muscles and feel them working. Reach your arms up overhead, lay them on the floor, and bring them down like snow angels. Bringing the buttocks back down to the floor, and the knees come up. We're stretching the heels up towards the ceiling. Hands are palms down. And now let's bring the legs out on a diagonal. Keep the tummy pulled in. When you start to feel like you're losing control and your back wants to lift off the floor, that's as far as you're going to go today. So don't lose control. Bring your feet down. Take a minute to breathe in. And let's pelvic tilt, tuck the tail, and float the hips up as we exhale. We're holding this, bringing the arms up overhead and breathing in. Floating the arms out and down beside us. Breathing out. Hips come down. First breathe in. Exhale, breathe out on the way down, lowering the hips. Bring the legs up, breathe in. And diagonal, breathe out. Keep that tummy engaged. Let it do its work. And then bring the feet down. All right. Let's roll over onto our sides, use our arms to help us sit up, and we're going to go on to some push-ups. getting our arms activated and our shoulders. I'm doing just a half push-up. If you want to do a full push-up, you go right ahead. So here from child's pose, coming up to the half plank, then dropping the elbows in towards the waist and doing a push-up and coming back. We're going to take our time. Take a breath in, exhale, come up, push up, and we're coming back. Take a breath in, exhale, push up, and back. Take a breath in, and exhale, push up, back. We take a breath in, exhale, push up. I'm going to do 3 or 4 more. If you need a rest, you take it. Take a breath in, exhale. We're coming down on our side with bent knees and one arm under the head like a pillow. We're going to take the top arm and leg, stretch the leg down and the arm up by the ear if you can, and here bring them together, elbow to knee, and really activate your oblique muscles, contract them. So stretch it out, inhale, and exhale, bring it together. Stretch it out, inhale, and exhale, bring it together. Stretch it out, inhale, exhale, bring it together. Bring it together. We're going to do 4 more, and I'm just going to be quiet for a little while. Rest. You can choose to stay down here with your head on your arm if you like, or if you'd like to come up on your forearm, this is another option. Just don't put one arm under your head. What I want you to avoid is having one arm under your head like this and getting a kink in your neck. I don't like that. No neck kinks. Let's take this top leg and we'll work to activate the hip muscles, bringing the foot forward, down towards the bottom of the mat, to the back of the mat. Keep your hips stacked. Do a hamstring curl and bring it forward. Sweep to the back and hamstring curl. Bring it forward. Sweep, hamstring curl. Bring it forward. Sweep and hamstring curl. Okay, reverse. Let's stretch the leg to the back corner of the mat. Sweep it forward and bend the knee. Take it to the back corner. Sweep it forward. Bend the knee. 2 more. To back corner. Sweep forward. Bend the knee. Back corner. Sweep forward. Bend the knee. And you should be starting to feel the hip muscles really waking up as you do that. So now we're going down onto our side. We're going to hold the rib cage with the bottom arm. Put the top hand beside the shoulder. And we're back to activating the arm and chest muscles here as we push into the floor. Come up and slowly lower. Now, if you can't push all the way up, don't worry, just try. Just try. And if you need to make this a little easier, stretch out your top leg. Exhale, and it'll be a little easier. Exhale, push, and inhale slowly down. Let's do 4 more, and I'll be quiet. We're coming up and changing sides. So let's reorganize the legs and lay the others on our other side. Bend the knees and put one arm under your head like a pillow. We're going to take the top arm and leg, stretch it out. This is an inhale. Exhale, elbow and knee come together and really contract in the waistline and feel the oblique abdominal muscles wake up. Exhale. Inhale, stretch. Exhale. Inhale, stretch. Let's do 3 or 4 more. Bend the knees. You can stay laying on the mat if you like, or come up on your forearm. And here we're going to take the top leg, stretch the leg out to the front, sweep it to the back, hamstring curl, bringing the heel towards the buttock. And we're going to keep the hips stacked. So sweep it to the front and hamstring curl to the front. Take your time. And we're trying not to wiggle. We're trying to stay in control of the whole torso. Reverse it now. Stretch the leg to the back corner of the mat, sweep it forward, and bend the knee. Let's do 3 or 4 more of these. Try not to move your upper body. Nice work. We're laying down, bringing the bottom arm to wrap around the rib cage. The knees are bent, and one hand on the floor here by the shoulder. We're going to exhale and do a side push up. Take a breath in and exhale, push. And don't worry if you can't get up, just do your best to push. Let's try for 3 or 4 more of these. We'll sit up now. Nice work. All right, let's come to our hands and knees one more time. We're going to go for the bird dog again, but this time we'll hold it and we'll pulse it upward 8 times. If it's too much, just choose either the arm or the leg and do part of the bird dog. So here we go, hands and knees, opposite arm and leg, and we're holding. Engaging the core muscles and pulsing upward now. Just an inch or 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and rest. Let's change sides. And pulsing up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and rest. Sit. Stretch your legs down the mat, bend your knees. Feet are about shoulder width apart here, and so are the knees. We're going to sit back, open one arm, bring it back to center, open the other arm, bring it back to center, and sit up. And if you need a little help, hold on to the back of your legs. So let's sit tall. You don't have to go far with this. Keep a nice straight back. Exhale back and open. Inhale to center. Exhale, open. Inhale, center, and sit up. Let's exhale back. Open. Inhale, center. Exhale, open. Inhale, center, and sit up. Exhale back and open. Inhale. Exhale, open. Inhale. And come up. Exhale back. Let's take the other arm. Open. Inhale, center. Open. And come up. Let's do 3 or 4 more. If you start to get tired and really feel shaky, That means you need to take a little rest. Just lay down, stretch out. This is going to be my last one. I can tell I'm getting tired. On the floor and go for a move we call the crab. If the crab is too much for you, for your shoulders today, lay down and go back to the half bridge that we did at the beginning of the class. So here we have our fingers turned out. We're exhaling and lifting the hips, pulsing them up. 1, 2, 3. And then slowly bringing them down. Let's go again. Take a breath in. Exhale up. Pulse 1, 2, 3. And inhale. Bring it down. Exhale, lift. Pulse it. 1, 2, 3. Inhale, bring it down. Exhale, lift. Pulse it. 1, 2, 3. Inhale, bring it down. Let's just do one more. Exhale, lift, pulse it. 1, 2, 3, and bring it down. All right, guys, let's lay down for a bit. Come on down on your side. Roll onto your back. Focus on some stretching now. We'll bring one knee in, give it a big hug, and stretch the other leg down the mat. Pull your shoulders down, your chin in. Let's just take a few slow breaths as we lay here enjoying the music. Rest. Bend both knees, feet flat on the floor. Let's bring the other knee up for a hug. Pull it right in towards the torso. Your shoulders are down, your chin comes in. And exhale, stretch the leg down the mat. Just hold this for some nice long slow breaths. Placing the feet on the floor, let's put the soles of the feet together and relax the arms open to goalposts or cactus. All we need to do is stop trying to hold ourselves out of the stretch. In other words, all you need to do is relax a little bit. Let's turn the head to one side. Exhale. And inhale, chin comes back to center. Exhale, look the other way. center. We'll do a few of these. Let's bring the knees together. And bring the right leg in for a hug. Now holding behind the leg, let's stretch up towards the ceiling and we'll feel the hamstring getting a big stretch here. If you like, you could also stretch the other leg down or keep the knee bent as you wish. Shoulders down. Let's just hold this and take a few breaths. Both knees and put both feet flat on the floor. Let's bring the other knee in for a hug. Drop the shoulders away from the ears, chin in. And holding behind the legs, stretch it up until you feel a big stretch in your hamstring, here the back of your thigh. We're going to hold this. Relax the shoulders, and there's the option again of stretching the leg down the mat if you want, and we're going to stay and breathe. Arms out in the T position, or optionally in the YMCA position or goalposts. And we're going to relax the knees to the side. So let's take a breath in and exhale, relax the knees to one side. Leaving our shoulders on the floor, and we're going to just lay here and breathe and look away from the knees. So if your knees are on the right side, look away to the left side. And let's just breathe. That's all we need to do. knees to the center and the nose to the center, and the arms back down by your side for just a minute. Pull your shoulders down, your chin in. Let's take the arms out again to either to the T or the goalposts or the YMCA, and relax the knees to the other side. Turn and look away from the knees, so if the knees are going left, then your nose is turning to the right. Close your eyes and let's just breathe. And the nose back to center, and the arms down beside you. Roll onto your side next, and put one arm under your head like a pillow. Let's stretch the quadricep muscle, holding the ankle and pointing the knee straight down towards the bottom of the mat. We engage the core muscles and the buttock muscles, so give them a little contraction. Keeping this position, close your eyes, and all you need to do is breathe. Release your ankle, put your knees together on the floor, and let's use the arms to help us sit up. We're going to change over to the other side. With a pillow under our head. Could be your bicep, or it could even be a real pillow if you like. And let's hold on to the ankle. Engage the buttock and the core muscles. Close the eyes and just hold the stretch and breathe. Nice, long, slow breaths in and out. knees together and use your arms to help you sit up. Let's go back to the beginning where we sat with our hands behind us, our feet apart, and flex the feet, toes up. Let's see if the hips are moving a little bit more than they were at the beginning. We have activated every muscle and done a lot of good stretches. And I don't know about you, but my knees are moving a lot more. My hips are definitely looser and feeling so much better than they were at the beginning where we started. Coming to cross legs and getting comfortable here. Let's just take a minute to focus only on our breathing. So we're going to take 4 counts to breathe in, hold for 2 beats, and then do a nice long exhalation. You could exhale for 6 or 8 counts, whatever feels most natural to you. Let's just sit tall. If you want your hands on the floor behind you, that's fine. Or hold your knees, or put your hands on top of your knees. Join your middle finger and thumb, drop your shoulders, and let's take a breath in. Hold. And sigh. Breath in. Hold. And sigh. Let's take the arms up, a big breath in. Bring the hands to the heart. And one more time, a big breath in. And your hands come to your heart. Done for today. I'm so grateful that you were here with me today. If you had a great class, give this a thumbs up. Come on back tomorrow for a little bit more. And thank you. Thank you so much. I'm going to hobble over here to you guys. my lovely 9:30 people. Thank you.
That was great.
Thanks,
that was
guys.
great, Gail.
Thank you.
Thanks, Gail.
All right, we'll see you tomorrow, guys.
Thanks, Gail. Yeah. Have a great day.
You too. Bye-bye.
Activity completed.
Activity completed. We can go about our day. Bye, YouTubers.